Hello everyone and welcome to a Minecraft video. Now, as you probably saw by the title, I am doing a world tour of my forever world, and I'm pretty much just going around and showing you guys what I've built in this world and my plans for things to come. So right now we are on the spawn island, which let me fly up and give you a good look. This whole thing is lit up just so when you first spawn in, no monsters come and attack you. And this right here, this little gazebo type build, is the world spawn. So this is right where it all started. But besides that, there's not really too much to this island. There is a little bridge right here which leads off into the distance towards the town, and I think that's where we'll head next. Okay, here we are. Now this right here is my starter house. This is the first house that I built where I put my bed and I slept in for those first couple of nights in Minecraft. Let's go ahead and take a look inside. There's not too much going on here. You know, I got my dog, I got some decorations, I got a little fireplace, and I got my bed up here. And there's not a whole lot to it, but this place kept me safe for those first couple nights in Minecraft, safe from the scary monsters in Minecraft. And yeah, we got a little garden. But this town has a lot to offer. So I think the next building we're going to go ahead and check out is my storage building. Now this place is ever expanding with just tons of random trash. A lot of it's trash, but it's where I store a big bulk of my materials in this world. So these two buildings right here are the first two buildings that were built in this world, and everything else you see pretty much branched out from right here. Moving on from that, I will show you the next couple of things I built. And over here we have a place that holds a very special spot in my heart. This is where I keep my horses. These guys helped me get around for those first couple weeks of Minecraft before I could get my trusty Elytra. And yeah, they kind of just sit here nowadays. They don't really do a whole lot, but I built this place to keep them and all my farm animals safe. There's not a whole lot to it. There is an upstairs which holds some horse armor and buckets of milk. But besides that, I think we're going to go ahead and move on from this building. So moving on from my stable slash barn, we have probably one of my more favorite buildings in this world. And you'll see here why in a second. This is the greenhouse. Now, originally I built this as a spot to hold my bees just because I needed beeswax and honey and things like that. But I decorated it and I really like the way it looks. But there is a little secret. So you see this tree right here? It actually hides something deeper. So if we come right here, there is a secret lever, which you can't really see unless you point it out. But then you come back here, and it opens up this area to an underground dance floor, which is where I keep all of my music discs. This place is just fun. There's not really... it's just for fun. I think it's cool. But yeah, moving on, if we come up here and flick this lever, hiding it away, that's the greenhouse. That's pretty much all there is to it. It's decorated. Hello, Mr. B. And yeah. So that's the greenhouse. And let's go ahead and check out our next building, which is over here. This is my blacksmith area. This was sort of built to hold my anvils and my stone cutter and the smithing table. And I don't really like the look of it, but it's here. It has a purpose, so it's gonna stay. And if we come back here, this is where I imagine the blacksmith lives, and this is where he keeps all his tools. And this is his little forge. Kind of a small building, but yeah. And then if we come over here, the path is still a work in progress. Most of the paths in this world are. But we have my trusty dusty farm right here. We got some carrots, some wheat, and a little scarecrow. Now this farm kept me fed for those first couple weeks in Minecraft, but now it doesn't really do anything else. It kind of just sits here. So yeah, that's about it. And so if we come up here, I will show you the next little thing. We have a custom built willow tree built by one of my friends, and we got a little bee that has been trapped in this boat forever, but it's pretty cute. We've got a nice little pond and a little garden, and I don't know, I just like the way it looks. A little bridge, that's about it. It's mainly just for looks, but sometimes I do go fishing off this bridge and catch a bee, apparently. Usually I catch fish, I don't really catch bees that often. But moving on, what else have we got? We've got this nether portal right here. It's just a nether portal. there's not too much to it. And we also have my enchantment area with a nice leaf interior. Yeah. But if we come over here, we have another awesome building. This is the cafe. So let me go ahead and show you what this building has to offer. You got some cakes in the windows. You got some outdoor seating for eating. But over here we got our hostess. Say hi. And then yeah, we got our customers and our workers, and you can buy all sorts of stuff. And there's a dog. Now this building I like just because it has so much character. You know, you got the ice cream machines over here where you can get a scoop of a nice chocolate ice cream, and you got some popcorn and all sorts of various stuff. But yeah, I definitely like this building a lot. It was a fun little project, and it was fun to make. So yeah. Okay, so we have looked at pretty much everything my little town here has to offer, and we will be moving on to the next area of my world that I want to show you guys. So if we follow this path and go across this bridge right here, we will eventually come upon the witch hut. Now, just for some backstory, this was a build that I built because I wanted to build something for Halloween. And this is another build I really like just because it took some time to get this roof right. It took me about 3 hours, surprisingly. Just because I had never built anything like this before. Nothing this shape. But I really like the way it turned out, and I really like the interior. So let's go ahead and go inside. Now, we have here a lot of floating candles, some skulls, just decorations I thought would fit a sort of like witch interior. I don't know, I just had a lot of fun making this place and decorating it with all my stuff. And of course we have here my pet black cat. And over there in the distance you can see my Christmas tree. I built that for Christmas, obviously. Hello. A witch in my witch hut. So yeah, in this area I'm sort of hoping to start a holiday themed kind of thing. I don't really have any plans for it, but so far we got a Halloween build and a Christmas build. But that's pretty much it for this area. So moving on, I have this giant pathway that leads all the way over to what right now doesn't look like a lot, but this is where I hope to build my museum in the future. But yeah, I'm gonna put some pictures on screen of inspirations for my museum and what I hope it will look like. It's not a whole lot to look at right now, but I hope to make it look awesome in the future. So if we come over here, this is my industrial district. Now, it's pretty loud, but I do have big plans for this place in the future. So far, let me see if I can list the farms. This is my iron farm right here. I kind of don't like this design of this iron farm, so I may change it in the future, but probably not because it works pretty well. And then we have my gold farm. This over here I'm pretty proud of. This is my sheep farm, which I designed by myself. It's a pretty simple design, but I'm still proud of it because it works, and it absolutely just churns out a ton of wool just constantly. Over here we got a cactus farm, which needs updating, but this kind of just runs in the background. We got a nice chest monster going right here. Very, very nice. A sugarcane farm. And this is my sniffer farm. Just works in the background. I feel kind of bad because all you hear is just this all the time. And they are trapped in there forever. So I feel kind of bad. But yeah, I have plans to build tons more farms. I actually have a list here in my special shulker. This is where I keep all of my like stuff I need whenever I'm out exploring. But I also have a book in here with a list of farms I want to build and some builds I want to build and stuff to do. So be on the lookout for those videos in the future. But yeah, that's pretty much all the farms I have, except this big one up here in the sky, which I'm really excited to show you guys. This is just a creeper farm, but I did some of my own modifications to it. So if we come down here, this is the main collection. It's just a trident killer, but this is just the first level. This is one of 3. So if we move up here to the second level, we have the music disc farm. Now, if I go ahead and flick this lever, can you please stop? Back here, the creepers will get caught on this platform right here. And if I just stand right here, the skeleton will kill the creepers by shooting them while he's trying to shoot at me. And this is some of my own redstone. It's kind of bad, but I'm still proud of it because I built it. And look, here we go. Boom. Boom. And there we go. Music disc. Very nice, very cool. We'll let those guys fall down there. And if we move up, we have the final and third level. Now this is one of my own design. Now if you didn't know, in Minecraft, you can get mob heads by killing other mobs with a charged creeper. So let me show you how this works. So I have here my fork, and if I go ahead and grab that, and I flick this lever, so the creepers get caught on this chamber, and then I go ahead and activate the water, the creepers will fall down, they will get caught in this chamber right here, and they will get pushed down this tube all the way over to this obsidian platform I have built. Now, when the creepers come out here, if it's storming, I hit them with my fork and they get electrocuted, and then they go ahead and explode on some other mobs and give me their heads. So far I haven't been able to use this during an actual thunderstorm, but I built it just so when one comes I can go ahead and get some awesome mob heads. Sometimes that happens too. And then to turn it off, I just flick this and then I open the platform back up. So yeah, this is my multi-layered modified creeper farm with multiple uses, mainly for getting gunpowder, but sometimes music discs and other times mob heads. But yeah, in the future I do have plans to build a giant brick building factory sort of type thing over this just to cover up the farms, because while I think they look cool, I don't think they necessarily look that good. And so I'm going to cover them up with a cool factory, and it is raining really hard. Oh yeah, and my creeper farm in the future, I want to build a cover over it, making it look sort of like a hot air balloon, just because I think that'd be cool, instead of this giant weird mass in the sky. And moving on from my industrial district, I am going to go ahead and show you my super cool villager trading hall. Now this place took me absolutely forever, and you'll see why here in a second. Let me go to sleep. Okay, now this building right here took me forever because this right here is every single enchant in the game possible that you can get from villagers. This was a couple week-long project that took me absolutely forever. I don't even know if it was worth it because most of these enchants I don't even use. But let me go ahead and show you just for proof. These guys are all enchanted. Impaling right there, boom. Impaling villager. We got a A breach for a villager? Sure. He's right there. Any enchant you could possibly need in the game, you can get it right here. And some cute cats too. For the interior and the outside of this building, I don't really like the look. So I hope in the future to change it and make it look just a lot cooler. But for now, it's just going to stay as this kind of cobblestone barn looking thing. But yeah, this project took me absolutely forever, but I'm super proud of it. It is definitely one of the most impressive things I've done in Minecraft. But there's not a whole lot to look at, so we will go ahead and move on over to the next area. Now this area over here that you see used to be a village, and this is actually where my ends portal spawn. It is down at the bottom of this gigantic hole, which is still a work in progress. But I do have big plans for this place. It may not be very much to look at right now, but I hope to turn it into something amazing in the future. Let me go ahead and just tell you what I have planned for this place in the future. So over there, I'll put some pictures up on screen of just some inspiration of what I want this place to look like. But this place is meant to be sort of ruins of an ancient civilization that used to live here. And it's going to be built out of a lot of like stone, brick, and mossy blocks. But over there, I plan on building a sort of, like a Colosseum sort of. I don't even know what it's supposed to be. I just thought it would look cool. And then I'm going to do some like other buildings dotted around, maybe a church, maybe some, oh my god, yeah, hello tree, maybe like a church and some houses and some other buildings, because this down here is my villager breeder, but oops, I don't have a place to put them, so I thought it would be cool if I built them sort of an underground like cave town where they all live just in this giant underground cave with little stone houses. And it's meant to be like people used to live in this ancient town, but now they sort of moved underground due to some unknown evil. And so I hope to make this place look really awesome in the future. But for now, we just have a giant hole and a villager farm. If we go down here, we've got these guys. They have a lot of fun in this place. But we do have, this is where I keep all my Fletchers. This is how I got all of my emeralds for the villager trading hall. And there's also a lot of junk over here too. And then over here, I want to build a giant sort of bridge with a path leading all the way from my town over to these ancient ruins. And then now I'm just going to fly around and talk about some of my future plans for this world. So something I really want to build and have wanted to build for a while is like a giant medieval castle with like a medieval town sort of thing going on, and some docks and just some ships. And I'll show some pictures on screen of what I want that to look like. But I'm probably going to build that right here. And that is definitely another huge project that's going to take me a while, but I hope you guys stick around long enough to see it come to fruition. And another thing that I want to build is, I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. I was thinking on top of this cherry mountain, or maybe even over here, but just a giant building where I keep all of my things with an automatic sorter. Just because right now I have a bunch of chest monsters kind of dotted around this world, but I don't really have a place where I can keep all of my stuff. But yeah, that's about it. I don't have anything else to show you guys, but in the future, I hope I can look back on this video and see how far my world has come. And I hope you stick around long enough to see that day. So please go ahead and like and subscribe, and stay tuned for what is to come in the new year. It is a New Year's 2025, January 2025. So I have big plans, big plans that I want to share with you all. I don't really have anything else to say. I'm kind of just rambling. But yeah, thank you for watching. I will see you all later, and goodbye.